Off.
Okay, I'll give you the word picture yet again.
That's going to sound terrible.
I want you to trick me as a pupil at the partly trained stage. Yeah, my instructor couldn't make it today, but he has got a car similar to yours, so I'm familiar with the controls. He said we're going to do a reverse around the corner either to the left or to the right. Yeah, it's partly trained, reverse around the corner either to the left or to the right. So,
okay, Tony.
If you haven't got any questions, I'll leave you the meet and greet.
Yeah, we'll meet and greet. Right, hello, Tony. Nice to meet you. I'm Tony. Nice to meet you.
Right.
What we're going to do today is we're going to do reversing to either the left or the right.
Yeah.
Your instructor said has left me that task to do, and I've just got a couple of questions for you first. Have you done any reversing before?
Yeah, I've done a bit of straight reversing last week.
Right, and have you got a straight line reversing point?
Yeah, we did pick one of them up, yeah.
Smashing. And what speed did you go last week when you was reversing?
Very slow.
And how did you keep that speed slow?
I was coordinating them pedals down there, the 3 pedals.
Smashing. And that's what we're going to be doing again today. We're going to be
Right.
keeping that coordination. So if you'd just like to set yourself up.
All right. Yep.
Okay, smashing. Tony, what can you see in your rear view mirror?
The whole of the back window and a bit of my head is straight and a bit of yours.
Okay, and in your door mirror?
I can see sky at the top, horizon in the middle, and I can see about 2 finger widths to the car.
And in the left door mirror?
Same in that one.
Fantastic. Right, okay, so you can start the car. Smashing. So what we're going to do, Tony, as we pull away here, what I'd like to see from you is some of that nice tight clutch control. So when you get to that biting point, I want you to see, just want to see those wheels turn at least one full turn
I can't see the top menu.
before you start fetching the clutch up fully. So just once we go about half a car's length until you start fetching the clutch up
I'll keep it still now.
fully. That's it. Keep it still. That's
All right,
it.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
That was fantastic.
And we're going to turn left.
All right, turn left at the end of the road. That was fantastic, Tony. Just let's see that again. See if we can do that again. That was fantastic. That was brilliant clutch control. I think you're going to find this quite easy to deal with if you keep on with your clutch control like that. It's very, very good. Right, Tony, can you think of anywhere that you may be needing to do a reverse around the corner?
Oh,
or
yeah,
for any
yeah.
reason why?
Yeah, I know that's what all my mates got in the driving test.
Yeah, it's true. You may well get it on your driving test, but can you think of any other time that you may need to use it?
No, I only got to take one driving test.
Okay. When you've passed your driving test, can you think of any time that you may use the reverse round the corner then?
Not really, no.
No. Okay. Well, you can use it. You may use it if you're reversing up onto your drive,
Oh, I haven't got a drive.
and if there was a blockage in the road. If there's ambulances or fire engines crossing the road, I'd like to turn right here, please. And there wasn't enough space for you to do a turn in the road,
Oh,
you may well need to use it then.
oh, okay.
So there are times that you will be using it when you're out driving
Oh,
your
okay.
partial test, Tony.
You can use it on any road then?
You can use it on most roads. There are roads that you can't use it on. Can you think of any roads you can't use it on?
Turning right?
Let's turn right.
I think I remember reading you can't reverse on the motorway.
Right, yes, that's true. You cannot reverse on a motorway or a dual carriageway. Can you think of any other places?
Oh, man.
How about if it was a one-way street, Tony, and you was reversing down a one-way street?
Stop in this parking bay.
Okay, just stop in the parking bay on the left, please.
One-way straight. Yeah?
Yeah, you wouldn't be reversing down a one-way street, would you? Because you're reversing into traffic.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
going the wrong way. Right, okay, Tony, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give you a brief on what we're going to do.
All right, yeah. Yeah.
And then we'll continue with it.
It's going to be a reverse around the corner into that road on the right, please.
Right, okay. Right, okay, Tony. We are going to do a reverse around the corner into that road over on the right. We are going to do a right reverse around the corner. But I'm going to talk you through a left reverse as well, so you know.
Tony, I'm going to reverse around the corner to the right.
Right, okay, okay.
Okay. Can I just come out a roll a minute?
Yeah, come out a roll.
Why are you going to give a brief on a left reverse when the subject is a right reverse?
Because it's a reverse around the corner, either to the left or to the right. You chose the right, so I'm giving them a briefing to the left as well, because you're the learner and you will be reversing to the left or to the right. Although I'm giving them a briefing for this,
So
this is a right, but in the future when he uses it for a left.
Have you ever seen that done on any of the videos, Blaine videos or my videos?
I can't remember, Tony, to be quite honest. I'm just...
Well, how long is it going to take you to give 2 briefs?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, it's just when I did this brief last time on the test, the reverse to the right, it was unacceptable for the brief.
Unsatisfactory.
Unsatisfactory, yeah.
Yeah, it's unsatisfactory because you tried to turn the wheel the wrong way, yeah?
Not on the brief, I didn't.
Yes. Yes.
On the actual reverse, I did, yeah. But on the brief,
Yeah, she didn't mark the brief unsatisfactory because you didn't give her a brief on a left reverse, yeah?
Okay.
So if you carry on with the brief, I'll tell you what it's like at the end, yeah? But if you can, again, just out of roll, if you can just stick to what you see on the videos, yeah?
Okay, mate, sure, yeah, that's fine, yeah. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking, well, I'm kind of thinking it was a learner, I'd show him both ways, because...
Well, that's a bit like me saying to you today, we're going to do left and right hand turns at phase 1, and you coming in and say, okay, well, I'm going to teach you emerging as well, yeah?
Or that could be, you're saying we're going to do left and right hand turns here, and I only give you the brief on one of them, on the left hand turn, and don't give you the brief on the right. It's kind of... That's what... I don't mean to be... let's crack on. Right reverse. Right, Tony, what we're going to be doing is... At present, we're parked over here.
Right, yeah.
Right, what we're going to be doing is you're going to be moving off, and we're going to be looking up the road, ensuring there's no vehicles coming towards us. Make sure it's safe. We're going to pull over and stop. We're going to stop about a drain's width from the curb, or the steering wheel's width from the curb, and then we're going to stop there, put it in reverse.
Yeah.
At this point, what we're going to do is, while we're in reverse, we're going to do our POM routine again. So we're going to prepare the car, which is into reverse, and we're going to do our observations. We're doing our observations. So our first point will be over your left shoulder in the left blind spot. We need to check that in case there's anybody crossing the road, in case there's any pedestrians that may be crossing the road behind you that you may not be able to see in your mirrors. Then you're going to be checking that, and then you're going to be checking all the way around the vehicle, checking at the last point, which is going to be over your right blind spot, which is between the door post and your head restraint. So you're going to be checking through that, and at that one you're looking down for pedestrians or cyclists that may be coming out from this street that you may end up in an accident with. So what you're going to be doing is, as you're reversing back straight, what you're going to do is you're going to be checking your straight reversing point. You're going to be checking all the way around the vehicles at all times. You're going to be swiveling around. When you get to your reference point, which I'm not embarrassed to say, Tone, on the right reverse, I don't know it. It's when the wheels start on the bend, isn't it? It's when your rear wheel starts on the bend.
Yeah.
Right. It's when the rear wheel gets to the bend, and when you get to there, Tony, what I want you to do, I want you to stop, and at that point, I want you to do an all-round observation again. The reason being, at this point, I want you especially to look up and down the road for other vehicles, because at this point, this is where we're going to start turning our wheel. As we turn our wheel, the front of the vehicle is going to get thrown out. So as we come out, we will be going over the other side of the road.
Right.
Okay, so it's very important that we check up and down the road, and it's also very important that you check for motorbikes and cyclists, because they are smaller than cars and a little bit more difficult to see. As we get to that point, what I'd like you to do is keep reversing back nice and slowly. going round. At that particular hill, I think it's straight there, and we will be using the accelerator and the clutch to do the reverse. Whereas if that hill was going downhill and you'll be using gravity, you'll be using like more the brake and the clutch rather than using the gas.
All right.
And as we come round the bend, again, I'm going to want you checking all the way around at all times until we get into the straightened position. When we get to the straight position and straighten the wheel, then I'm going to want you to stop there again, do another all-round check. Here we're looking for any pedestrians that may be on the pavements, especially checking drives and gateways where children could come out from. So then do your observations, you're going to straighten your wheel and you're going to reverse back nice and straight using your straight line reversing point.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to reverse back there. We're going to reverse back there 6 to 8 car lengths. The reason we reverse back further on the right reverse is because that gives us enough space to be able to come across over onto this side of the road.
All right.
Okay, so if you'd just like to get yourself ready.
Yeah, there's a couple of things missing there, isn't it? Yeah? One, as I drive past that turning, it's really important to look into it.
Look into it and you check to make sure you can do it, yeah.
And consider a signal there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't consolidated the steering wheel, maybe?
Haven't consolidated the steering?
No.
No, I haven't, but I was going to do that on the move. You were saying if I forget it, if I forget it on the brief, it doesn't matter so much if I get it on the move.
Okay.
Is that okay? Because if not, I'd rather you say no. Make sure you get it on the brief.
Well, I'd consolidate it now if I was you.
Right. Okay. As we're coming back, Tony.
Because I forget once we're over there, the car's moving and there's a lot more work to do, isn't it?
Right. Okay. And as we're moving back, Tony, nice and slowly, what I'd like to do is do one full turn of the steering wheel when it's ready when we need to turn. It's going to be one full turn to the left. Okay, and one full turn to the left will make the back of the car go around to the right. Now, at this point, I'm going to want you to steer that one full turn as fast as you're moving. So if you're moving nice and slow, I want you to get that steering on nice and slow. If you put it on too fast, what's going to happen is the back's going to swing round too quickly, or the front's going to swing out too quickly, whichever way you look at it, and the back of the car is going to go up the curb.
So, one turn to the left.
One full turn to the left. That's where we're going to finish up at one full turn. But instead of like bump bump, one full turn, we're going to go to with the speed of the car.
I'm giving you a lifeline here.
And
and it's very similar to the lifeline you had in your test, yeah?
Go on in.
We're doing a right-hand reverse, and you want me to do one turn to the left.
Oh, for fuck's sake! One turn to the right. Tone, I'm a knob.
That's what happened in your test, wasn't it?
Do you know why? Because it was a right-hand turn, and I'm so good at in here of doing a left-hand turn. I just,
Okay.
Never mind. Yeah, come on, we'll crack on.
Okay, I've got it there. Yeah.
Yeah. What an idiot.
Recover.
Right, okay, Tony.
Did she fail you on that in the last test? No, she didn't, did she?
Okay, Tony, so as we go past this turn, I'm going to check to make sure that we can actually do the manoeuvre.
How do I do
and
that?
I'm going to check to see, we need to check to your right, yeah? And as we've got a vehicle, we need to consider a signal, so we're going to signal over to the right. That's it, and we're going to stay about a drone's width away from the car.
Okay.
Stop. That looks fine, Tony.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Now we're going to go into reverse. This is where we start the POM routine. Right, okay, now Tony, we need to be in reverse here. So it's important we're in reverse, because if you're in a forward gear, so we just put it back into neutral.
Yeah, sorry, if I'm
If you can just pop it back into neutral, that's it, just in case you did lift the clutch. It's important that you're in the reversed gear when we're reversing, otherwise, Tony, you're going to be looking in the wrong direction to the way the vehicle is going to be travelling. You're going to be looking out the back, expecting it to move backwards, and your car's going to go forward. And at that point, you can have a pedestrian walked out in front of you. And so reverse gear, which is going to be right. Okay, just put it back in the neutral, Tony. Now, the reverse gear on this car, I don't know if you remember it from your trainer's car. It's going to be down and over to the left.
Slightly different this one. Oh, right, yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's what I get on Bob's car as well.
That's it, right, okay. So now, the next point of this is going to be the observations. Okay, so we're going to start our observations. So, can you remember where you would start your observations?
No? I thought you said I was going to use the POM routine.
Yeah, we're going to use the POM routine. We have prepared the car. We're in gear. Now we need to get a biting point.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Okay, now just come off the gas slightly and go down the clutch. Put the clutch down about a pound's width. That's it. We don't want it up too high, because if we do take the handbrake off and it's too high, or you've got too much gas, what's going to happen is we're going to shoot back
All right.
faster than what we do it. So just come off the gas about a pound coin's width.
All right.
Smashing. Right, now we're going to start our observations. And what we're going to do is, when we start moving backwards, I'm going to come off the gas again, just about a pound's coin's width. So just so it's a nice gentle hum. That's it. Can you hear that? So that's how we're going to want to keep it. So when we start moving and we release the handbrake, what I'd like you to do is keep your feet still with the car at a gentle hum, because, as I said with the clutch, if your gas is too high as well, you will jump back faster, and you could hit a pedestrian.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you now.
Yeah. Because. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start our observations.
All right.
So you're going to start your observations over your left blind spot, which is out of this back window. It's out of this back window. We check over there.
Yeah.
No, it's out of the back window, Tony.
All right.
Right. We check through there, because, as I said, that's our blind spot, and
All
the
right.
blind spot is an area that isn't covered by mirrors.
All right. Yeah.
So we need to check there to make sure that's clear. You'll be looking for anyone coming off of their drive, any cars coming off of their drives, or any pedestrians that may be coming out, because should you start moving without checking it first, you may well, or you could quite easily be in an accident. Okay, then when you come around, you're going to work your way around the vehicle from your blind spot to your left, checking all times you're going to be coming around, especially in a rural area like this, not rural area, like built up area like this. You're going to be coming around, you're going to be checking the doors, the garages, to see if there's any pedestrians or any vehicles that may be coming around.
Yeah.
You're going to be coming around, and you're going to be finishing over your right blind spot.
Okay.
Right, okay, can you remember where your right blind spot was, Tony?
Oh, yeah, behind me, yeah.
Yeah, okay, can you just check there?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so can you remember what we were checking there for? Or why it's important we check there?
Anybody come up behind me?
Absolutely. So, right, what I'd like to do now is I'd like to do your observations, Tony.
Yeah.
So,
again?
it's your left blind spot.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Right, the left blind spot, which is out of the back window, Tony.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's out of the back window. It's important we check that back window, because if there's anybody there, Tony, and we do start moving, they could walk behind us. And as I said, that's an area that isn't covered by mirrors, so we wouldn't see, if you don't check it, we wouldn't see them if they started walking.
Oh, they see me though.
But they wouldn't expect you to be moving. So, because they would expect you to see them, it's.
Give it to me in plain terms.
Check your blind spot, or I'll dig you. Right. You check your blind spot. If you don't check your blind spot, a pedestrian could be crossing behind you that you haven't checked, in an area that you haven't checked. It could be an accident.
You mean I could hit them?
You could hit them.
All right. Okay, I get you now. Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Nobody
okay.
there.
And that's exactly the same for all the way around, and it's exactly the same for the right blind spot. So,
Yeah, there's nobody there. I checked that.
yeah, okay, Tony. So, because we've been sitting here for longer than 6 seconds, a lot can happen in 6 seconds. So what I'm going to get you to do is check all those blind spots again, so we know that it's clear for us to start moving. And can you remember when we're moving back to?
Yeah, the reference point. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. Really, what when you check?
Tony, I want you to check over your blind spot,
Oh,
at
yeah.
your left blind spot.
Yeah, there's nobody there. There's still
Come
nobody
round,
there.
come round the car, Come over your right side, check your right blind spot.
Oh, nobody there.
Now your right blind spot, which is between the door pillar and your head restraint.
All right.
Yeah.
Nobody there.
And I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do an Abu out roll.
Oh.
Right. When you're reversing back, you're looking out the back window, aren't you? Straight reverse.
As long as I keep looking everywhere, yeah?
Right. Okay. As long as yeah. Okay. But when we're reversing, Tony, you're going to keep that straight reference point to know that you're reversing back straight. So you're going to be checking out the back, and you're going to come in.
Yeah. I thought the straight line reversing point was for the new road.
Well, you'd use it here as well, wouldn't you? To know that you're reversing back straight. Otherwise, you could be reversing up the curb.
I'll get the wheel straight. I'll go back in the straight line, won't I?
Okay.
Can you just tell me exactly what you want me to do? You want me to reverse
Right,
back
Tony,
to where?
I want you to check all the mirrors, check all the windows, ensure it's clear.
Yeah, I have already checked that. My neck's getting really sore.
I want you to reverse back.
Yeah, I have already. Yeah.
Until
what?
Till your rear wheel is at the right, is in the correct position.
Right,
yeah. Right. So, if you can get that done for me, Tony.
Right. So I just start going now. Yeah.
So you need to do your observations again. It's been longer than 6 seconds again.
My neck's getting sore now.
Yeah.
Nobody there.
Right way around to your right, Tony.
There's nobody there.
Right, now Tony, can you ensure that your handbrake's off fully? How would you know if your handbrake's off fully? Just stop the car, Tony.
Yeah, just push it down.
Tony, stop the car.
I've stopped it, yeah.
Right, okay. How would you check that the handbrake's off fully?
Push it down.
Right, okay, push it down. Okay. You can also check to see whether or not it's off fully because you've got a light showing on the dashboard there. You've got the parking light on.
Yeah.
The parking brake isn't off fully. Okay, so if you can just release the parking brake.
Oh, I think I should leave it on a bit because it helps the car to keep slow, doesn't it?
Are we on a hill going down? Do you think gravity's using us here?
Sorry?
Right, Tony, if you feel that gravity's using us on this hill, then we won't use the gas.
I've never done this before, but I don't feel anything.
No, but you know if you're going uphill.
Well, if I leave that handbrake on slightly, it'll help keep the car slow, won't it?
It would help to keep the car slow, and it would eventually burn the brakes out and burn your clutch out.
Oh, right.
Okay, so it is important that it's off, yeah.
I was down there.
Okay, Tony, so you're checking all the way around, and you're checking
It's going really fast.
Yeah, well, use the brakes, Tony. Slow us down, slow us down.
Was that my fault?
No, I'm sure it was mine. Are you at the correct position now, Tony?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do now, Tony, is as we start reversing back, we're going to be reversing back nice and slowly, but we're going to be turning the wheel at the same speed as we're reversing back. So as we're moving nice and slowly, we're going to be turning it to the one full turn to the right.
Well, completely to the right.
Completely to the right we will be going, but as we're moving back...
Completely all the way around to the right.